my channel. If it's your first time here and you didn't know already, my name is Tarrah and thank you so much for being here. If you hear a lot of incoming traffic, it's because I'm right near a main road, so I'm sorry about that. Today's video is going to be the long requested on my Instagram video of me showing you my home done jail tattoos. So I want a quick disclaimer, I am not encouraging anybody to go get and do home tattoos. All of the tattoos I have, I got between the ages of 14 and 19. I am now going to be 30 this year and I have yet to get any new tattoos because I've always looked at it as the tattoos I have are such crap. Why would I want to have such a beautiful piece when I can't even cover up the crappy tattoos I have now, if that makes sense. So all of these tattoos were done with a handmade gun, either Indian ink or ink. This is before you could buy all this stuff off the internet, so it was like very bootleg, you know, you knew someone that knew someone that knew someone. I will explain the certain tattoos that I have that were made with certain guns, how we made the guns, all that other stuff. Again, I am not encouraging you to get tattoos and do them at home. I highly encourage going to a tattoo parlor where it's clean and safe. You know, I can't even donate blood because I have home done tattoos. The first tattoo that I have to show you is on my ring finger. And my hands are absolutely disgusting right now because I just ate Chinese food, so I'm sorry about that. So you kind of can't even make out what it says. Is my oldest son's name. Is a close-up of the tattoo that is on my ring finger. As you can see, the lettering is just super crappy. It looks like it says don't. I have used this tattoo to get out of many guys hitting on me because I act like it's a wedding band. But when I got this, my thought was, this is the most important man in my life. So that is why it's on my ring finger. And this was made with, or done with a home done gun that was made from like a guitar string, and it was like, you know, sawed down into a tip so that you could tattoo. And somebody did this for me when I was 17. I was actually on juvenile parole when I had this done and I was on a trip. The second one I have to show you guys is this little heart right here on my hand. I did this myself actually, and it looked really, really good when I initially got it done, but then I was working at McDonald's and I was like 19, and a huge glop of grease went and fell on it when it was healing because I was cleaning a grill, so it completely ruined it. And then a close-up of the heart. Don't mind my scarring from when I used to use, but yeah, this one wouldn't look so bad if I hadn't dropped grease in it like while it was healing. Same thing, tattoo gun made at home. That's that. This right here is the next one I want to show you guys. So my legs are extremely hairy because I haven't shaved them in like a year. Don't judge me. I have no reason to shave my legs and I hate shaving. I actually got the idea of this off of a handbag that I had at the time, and it was like very like 90s Super Nintendo-esque. It had like Kirby and clouds and stuff like that. So I actually traced the clouds off the backpack and then stenciled them on to my leg, and then I did a moon, which actually looks like a rainbow this way. This way it doesn't look too bad, but the way I did the clouds, the moon should have been this way. And then of course I put 420 in there. It started off, if you can't tell by the lining, rude. Rude, rude, rude. If you can't tell by the lining, this cloud, this circle, and this cloud were all that were there to start with, and I should have just kept it like that, and the 420. And then, I don't know, I was high, and I was like, oh, it needs more. So I did all this. Right where this is, it hurt so bad, you guys. Like, I was such a little pussy. I just couldn't handle it, so that's why it's like super light over here, and then the rest of it is a lot darker. And then here's a closer up look of the one with the clouds. Again, like I said before, you can see where it started to hurt. Right here hurts so bad, and I'm such a pussy. So yeah, that is my 420 clouds with a weird moon situation. Then on my foot right here, which it's kind of hard to tell because my feet are absolutely disgusting right now because I've been wearing sandals all day. It has a little like dash and then I heart you dash. And this tattoo for me means something to do with an ex-boyfriend of mine that passed away. I did a whole video on him. I'll link it in the cards if it's up. He had his initials on his inner foot and he had like Cheech on his inner foot too. So I got I love you to like, you know, for him. And I actually got this and did this myself when I was dating him, and I was also dating my ex-girlfriend at the same time, but that's neither here nor there. So that is what it looks like. It is literally so faded now because I've had it forever. So this tattoo is very special to me. It's just worn away a lot. This is one that I would get redone, and I would trace, like not trace, but have redone basically. Then we go over here and it's a little heart with an A in red, and I want to say my ex-girlfriend did this one on me, and her name is Amanda. So that was her first initial, and she actually used to have one like right here on her pelvic area, but she now has it covered up. It was a little heart with a T. So this is what it looks like close up. The lining is super awful. It is just such a mess. I just never got it covered up. I probably wouldn't cover it up, to be honest with you, because it does mean something special to me, and she will always be somebody that I remember in my life that was very special. She's a little bit more classier than I am, so I can see why she got it covered up. And then let's go to this, I guess, since we're on the topic of her. Ooh, I got some sun today, huh? So this is a nautical star, I believe is what they're called. So this is black and red, and my ex-girlfriend did this on me. I believe she just free-handed it, and it's actually not that bad. It's not one of the worst tattoos that I have. And I was 19 when I got this one done as well. A lot of these were all done at the same time because we had a tattoo gun, we were getting high, we were getting drunk, and we just thought it was fun to tattoo each other because we're dumb. My friend that used to do the tattooing with us, I was living at her house, she's literally like covered in head to toe with home done tattoos. Like, I wish that I could get a video of her explaining all her home done tattoos. Like, I've done tattoos on her. I did a big old piece on her leg like this that is like a tribal question mark, and it looks so bomb. And then she has a Care Bear on the back of her shoulders that we had like this Care Bear friendship thingy. It's really weird to explain, but she has that, and I was always supposed to get one done and I never did because I'm a horrible human. And then on my back, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a hatchet girl because I was very into ICP, and I got this one done when I was 17 from the same person who did this one. I paid for it in like Klonopin, which is like really awful, and I don't recommend that because this is what I got, you know, it's not anything great. Kyle always jokes that it looks like a little girl running with a piece of paper, when in reality it's supposed to look like hatchet girl. So yeah, this is definitely something that I would want to get covered up in the future. I don't like it. It's embarrassing. I hate wearing clothes where you can see it because people always kind of give me the side eye or like look at me weird or whatever. But then I have this guy. Wow, I really did get sun today. I even put a shit ton of sunscreen on. So I have this guy right here, which was my first tattoo ever. So this is actually held up pretty good. This was Indian ink, and I remember we got it done. I had met the kid and he was like, I do tattoos. And I was like, cool, I want a tattoo. Maybe I was 16. So I was actually on probation at the time. I hadn't gone to juvie yet, and I got this done, and I remember my PO was so mad at me. I don't know, I've always loved stars, moons, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh, this guy. Don't mind my self-harm scars if you guys can see them. I mean, I self-harmed on my arms, but like the majority of my self-harm scars are on my legs because I was able to hide them easier. If you guys would ever like a video about my self-harm journey, let me know in the comments down below, because I definitely feel like me being a drug addict and using a needle is a form of self-harm, as well as me doing things like this to my body, because I absolutely enjoyed mutilating my body with a tattoo gun. So this is a Chinese symbol. I think I don't know because I got the stencil off the internet. Oh, that was scary. I got the stencil off the internet, but it's supposed to mean crazy, but again, I could be wrong. It might not even mean what it's supposed to mean. The lining on this isn't that bad. I would get this relined and just colored in because it's not that awful, but I mean, like, why did I need to get this done? I was 17 or 19. I think I was 17. No, I was 19 when I got this done, and I was very crazy at that time, but I didn't need a tattoo that said that, you know what I mean? I don't know if, I hope you guys can see it. I have the tiniest line right here on my stretch marks, which I had this stomach at the time when I was 19 when I got it. And it's literally just a line, a tattoo line. Like, there's nothing special about it. It's literally just a line. And the last one that I want to show you guys is the one I hate the most out of all of my jail tattoos or homemade tattoos, and it's this one on my leg, and I'm hoping you guys can see it. So I'm gonna stand up. So this is it right here, and it says a cigarette pressed between her lips, but I'm staring at her tits, it's the wrong way. Now there's so many reasons why I don't like this tattoo. I love the song. It's, if you don't know what the lyrics are from, it's from Sublime's song, The Wrong Way. And like, I got it when I was 19, and where I was at when I was 19, if you can't tell, was just not a healthy place. Like, I was really bad into drugs. I had just moved back to Florida. You know, I had good people in my life, but I also had very toxic people in my life, and I was living in a very toxic in a very toxic environment, and like, this type of stuff was encouraged, which is like not cool and not healthy, you know. Every time I wear shorts, I get a comment about this tattoo. I get, why'd you cut yourself? Why'd you write on yourself? What does that say? And then I have to tell people what it says, and it's so embarrassing. So like, if you're thinking that you're gonna be like so cool and like do home done tattoos, or let your friend do a home done tattoo on you, just please don't. Please don't, because like, I can tell you that I am now 30, and I would say for the first 2 years that I had the tattoos that I have, I was like, oh, I'm so badass. Like, I have so many cool home done tattoos. And then as I got older, especially when I got sober 5 years ago, it was like, Tarrah, what are you doing? You know, it was like, you are like covered in these pieces of crap, and you're stuck with that for the rest of your life. I went to go try to get this one covered, and it was gonna cost me like $2,500, and they told me that basically all I could put there was floral or a koi fish, because it's red and it's writing, you know. And then like, same with this one, to get this one covered, it was gonna be like this big, and it would have to be a koi fish or a floral, and it's like, so shitty, because it's like, why would I want to cover something up that I hate with something else that I don't love, you know? And it's really made me fear getting any more tattoos, because I just don't want to have more ugly pieces of work on my body. And even though some of these have very sentimental meanings to me, it's like, I could live without them, you know? And the smaller ones are the ones that have more sentimental meaning to me than these large, gaudy ones, you know? So, I mean, just this year, I started feeling comfortable enough to wear the stuff that I feel, because like, when you're on drugs and just not in a good place, your confidence is like way down here. And I get it all the time from people like, oh my God, I wish I was as confident as you are. Like, you're so confident, you rock anything, you do anything, like, you're just so confident. And it's like, yeah, but I know how it feels not to be. Like, I know how it feels to be an addict. I know how it feels to be homeless. I know how it feels to be in a domestic violence relationship. I know how it feels to be super overweight. I know how it feels to, you know, have body dysmorphia, to self-harm, to have depression, to have anxiety. I get it. My journey to where I am now came after a lot of hardship, you know what I mean? And even though, like I said, some of these tattoos have meaning to me, there's only one maybe that I would keep if I could get rid of all of them, and that's this one on my foot. Other than that, I would get rid of every single one of them. Like, I just don't care for them, and they're embarrassing. And like I said, I've always been very self-conscious. Like, a year ago, I never would have worn an outfit like this, and not even because of my Boda belly, but because of my tattoos. I wouldn't wear shorts unless it was just around the house because I was so embarrassed of what somebody would say about my tattoos. Even to work, like, I work in a hot ass kitchen that doesn't have AC, and I'm petrified to wear shorts. I'm allowed to wear shorts, but I'm petrified to wear shorts because it's like, I don't want them to see my tattoos and start asking questions, you know? And then I have to explain this whole side of me. I mean, do you want to tell your employer that your tattoo says a cigarette pressed between her lips, but I'm staring at her tits the wrong way? Nah, you don't. Do you want a tattoo hanging out that says 420 on it? Nah, you don't. Do you want a tattoo hanging out and they say, oh, what's that stand for? Crazy? Nah, you don't. Do you want a tattoo hanging out that is supposed to be a juggalette, but it looks like a little girl with a piece of paper running? Nah, you don't. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't. So my whole advice to you, if you're younger and you're thinking, oh, I want to go have my friends do my tattoos, or I want to build a gun because it's so easy now with like how the internet is, because it's completely different from when I was a kid and had these done. Like I said, you had to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody, and then you're tearing apart guitar strings and trying to, you know, do all this stuff to make them sharp, and you're taking a CD Walkman freaking not battery but motor, and you're like rigging up a gun, you know. That's what we did to make tattoo guns. Now you can just go online on Amazon, order things, order ink. Like, it's so easy. Just please do not do it, please, because coming from somebody who 10 years later, 15 years later, I regret it so bad, so bad. All right, that's the end of this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any homemade tattoos, home done tattoos, gel tattoos that you absolutely hate, or if you have any that you absolutely love, because I do know people that have some that they absolutely love, but it's very rare. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you like my vibe, don't forget to subscribe, and I really hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.